welcome to go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on? What? All right, you go in, Tony.
Good. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Hi, I'm so excited to tell you about my favorite thing ever, critter coloring books by Pappy Silk. They're full of super cute animals and cool stuff to color. I get to use all my favorite crayons and markers, and guess what? There are no rules. So I made a purple mouse with rainbow background. If you love animals and love coloring, you have to get these books. Trust me, they're awesome. Just go to Amazon and search for Pappy Sill and you'll find the whole collection of coloring books. Remember, it's a Pappy world and we all get to color in it.
I'm gonna get my sticks. The mic is live and clear for you and all to hear. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show.
Hello, sound is working. Okay, good. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Look at that. Everybody's here. Oh, yours not on. Now you're on.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
There you go. Diane is back.
Yay! I've never not been here on a day when we've had this podcast since I started. I've
Right.
never been absent.
No, never. But
No.
but we weren't here last
But
week.
we
so-
weren't here.
And I
So we're all back.
well,
not just
true,
me.
but I came back.
I understand.
I was back
Okay.
the next day, and I was back yesterday.
Understood it. This isn't just about Tuesday.
It's all about you. You understand? It's all about
Okay.
even when
No,
even on Monday, Wednesday,
That makes me
Thursday,
very
Friday.
uncomfortable.
It's all we
I
talk
don't
about.
want that.
Oh, and I have to fill you in. We have a new name for John Rusiello.
We do.
It is now Romeo Rusiello.
Wow, I like it.
Between
I bet he
the-
likes it too.
I don't know if he likes it, and
No?
but I don't
Why
really
not?
care if he does or not.
Okay.
I'm not concerned with that. It's just what we're calling him now. Between kissing your ass and now him and Ann, the way they
I
get.
know. I love that.
Yeah, so
Good for him.
he's a stud. He's got girls all over the place.
Cue the phone call.
Yeah, I'm sure it's coming at some point. He says, "Good morning, knockers. Tony, make sure the sound is on, so because we can't read lips." Right. Dear God is there. Hello, dear God. So hi everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Day Comedy Show, live on Gov's Comedy Club podcast, on the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. I give you my spiel every morning about switching over to YouTube. Today you have to do it because today is Tuesday Trivia. So that's the day you have to switch over to YouTube because when I am asking the questions, I need to see your answers. So switch over to YouTube because that is where we monitor the comments. But no matter where you're watching from, please share the link to the on all your socials and tell everybody you know about this show and all the great shows on Gov's Comedy Club podcast. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. And we have two legends sitting here with us today.
Yes.
Very excited.
Yay.
All right. And there he is, Romeo Rusiello. Perfect lady and perfect lady. So look at that. See, and
Good for him.
good for him.
Yes.
You're willing to be to share him?
Sure.
Really?
Why not?
What?
He's got a lot of love to spread. Let him spread it. Good for him. You're such an animal, I swear to God.
All right. Now let's say Anthony was commenting all the time, and Ann Rothney is saying hi to him.
I
Would you?
have no problem
You would
with
say
that.
the same thing.
He has lots of women friends.
Women friends.
And I'm not on their I don't know what they talk. I don't know what they talk about. I don't, and and I'm sure there's plenty of off-color joking happening. None of that bothers me.
As long as it's joking, like you wouldn't be like, oh yeah, Anthony, go have a night with such and such. Like,
No, but he wouldn't. So it's not
oh,
even a
good
thing.
answer. Oh,
Why
all right.
would he?
Well, true. Absolutely.
I mean, really. Listen,
Have you seen
my
this?
self-esteem is not low. It's not just about this. It's I'm a good cat.
It's the whole package.
I am.
Fucking A.
Fucking A.
And nobody's denying that.
I'm fun and I cook and I just I just love life. It's fun. It's fun to be around me. I think.
I know it. I know it. Wow. She cooks.
That's right.
I just some people would be like like perfect lady
That's a
and perfect
self-esteem
lady.
thing. That's not.
Yeah?
That's all that is.
Oh, all right. Yeah, all right. Maybe it is. Now you got me thinking because I've never cared about that stuff either.
Doesn't bother me.
It does. I don't think twice about it.
Doesn't bother me at all. And
Yeah.
if you really do want to go do that, then have at it. And it's not like I don't have options in life.
Right. All right. But when you say have
I
at
can
it,
stick around. No,
it's-
I'm not.
I'm not a
wouldn't
part of that, and you're going to do that
participate in
without,
that.
and you're going to do that without me. We're breaking up.
Absolutely.
Right.
But I wouldn't.
Right.
It doesn't even cross my mind. Even
Right.
it. That's just not a thing. I don't know.
Take that, Tony. That Take that, Tony. Shut your mouth. Okay. Thank you, Romeo. Yeah. All right, let's get right into this.
Let's do it.
First of all, I owe you an apology. We talked about Zooming on the Friday that you were down there.
I can't even remember what happened that Friday. It
No,
was
that's
such
my
a
fault.
whirlwind. I think 2 days later I thought, maybe we
Right.
were going to Zoom. But I was so busy and crazy.
Which is exactly why I was like, I thought that. I was like, she's going to be busy. She's going to be enjoying her family. I felt during the show we were talking about it, we're kind of just going with the flow and the energy. Then after the fact, I'm like, I feel like I'm intruding a little bit. Let her have her fun.
Yeah,
I don't want to
if
bug
you had
them.
texted me, honestly, so 11 o'clock, if it was 11 o'clock here, in between 11 and it was 2 hours behind.
Oh,
there.
it's 2 hours?
So
Okay.
I was definitely up. I was probably cooking breakfast, which, you could have caught. That would have been fine. Everybody was kind of gathered around. We were doing stuff, and I would have given you a little Zoom, but it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I ended up feeling weird about it. Mario's watching. Hello, Mario Diamore. Hope you and your lovely wife, Debbie, are well. Thanks for watching. I just started to feel weird about it. And I was thinking, it's like, I was thinking 3 hours. So I'm like,
it's 3 hours during daylight savings time. And then when we go back up to regular time, then it's only 2.
Okay. So, I figured, people are going to be in their pajamas, just waking up and
we
to
don't
eat.
care about that stuff.
Well,
family.
with a camera in your face? Yeah, no? But I don't know. I didn't feel right about it. And then we ended up getting Rob Bartlett in here anyway.
Oh, good.
And he never shuts up, so I wouldn't have been able to.
You wouldn't have had the time. See what happens? Life gets away from you.
Yeah, it's true. But, all right, so let's do it. How was it?
It was amazing.
I bet.
It was great. We flew in. God, it was so busy. We flew in Thursday morning. Anthony and I, my daughter and her girlfriend. She brought a girlfriend along. And then we got there. We got a 15-passenger van because we were going to need it. And we met my son who lives there.
Right.
We went to our house, which was spectacular.
Now, your son lives there, but he was going to stay in this house too?
He didn't stay because he has a dog, and he's only 4 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
They stayed during the day, and then went wherever we went, and then they went home and slept, and took care of the dog. And then we had to go back to the airport and get my daughter and my son-in-law and my grandson, and then my other son was in Vegas for the week, and so he drove from Vegas and met us. So we all kind of converged sometime that night. My nephew lives in Mesa, which is about 40 minutes away. He met us. So we were all converged in this house, and that first night did some food shopping and stuff. It was craziness. That was exhausting. And then the next day, breakfast with everybody. We went to the Phoenix Zoo, which I think I posted the picture on Facebook of the whole crowd. And I was blubbering. I just was crying like a baby the whole time because it was just so great to have them all. I haven't had them all together since 2021.
Right.
And and then Saturday was my oldest son's birthday, his actual birthday, and we went to this arboretum, which is about an hour away, with all hundreds of different kinds of cactus and waterfalls and
nice.
red rocks and hiking, and that was a lot of fun. And I don't know, it was just amazing. We had a game room, we had a room,
right?
We had a pool table, and shuffleboard, and 2 real slot machines, quarter slot machines.
Oh, now we're talking your language.
And I know, and a pinball machine, which was so much fun. And we went to the casino one night, Saturday night? I think Friday night we went to the casino, a few of us, just the gamblers in us. And
how much did you lose?
I'm going to tell you what. I personally won $325, but I gave money. I went there with $500 intending to give. I gave my son and his girlfriend and my nephew each $100 to gamble with.
Oh,
wow. I just wanted to go and have fun with
Yeah.
them. And my other son and his girlfriend, who were just in Vegas, I didn't give them any money because they came back with all their money because he hit a big slot or something. So I'm like, okay, they can have fun their own. And so I sat down at a blackjack table. They all went where they went to their slots. They came back losers. I was winning a little bit. So I said, sit down, gave them another 100. And I went with 500. I kept giving away money, giving away money. I came home with 425. So I won money. I just gave a lot of it away.
Yeah.
So I did good. So that was to leave that casino. I mean, fully expected to spend the entire 500. That's what I had allotted for the night.
Right.
And I went home with money. So I was happy. And they came home. The money I gave them, they sat at the table with me, and we all wound up winning at that table. So everybody went home with some money.
See,
nice.
it's all magical over here.
It is. I had this blackjack aura about me that night. It worked out great.
But did they do the right thing? Did they then?
I didn't take the money back.
You didn't take. They didn't give you a cut. They didn't say, "Ma, you got to take."
They tried to give me the 100 back that I gave them, but I said no, keep it. It was on. I was planning on not going home with that money anyway.
Yeah.
And it was his birthday weekend, and so everybody went home with a little money. So that was fun. Now they remember they won at the casino, even if they didn't.
So she gives money away and she cooks breakfast. Can I be one of your kids?
Kids, though. Everybody gives
will you
money to
adopt
your
me?
kids
Can I
in other
come?
ways.
I have. You know,
See,
you
I
can
don't get
adopt
to
me. I
live
have
with
kids.
them and give in that way. You know how your kids live, like Anthony's kids live in the house with us, and they don't pay rent and they don't do those things, so they get that. So my kids work and pay rent, and so when I with them, we went out to eat, and
How old are Anthony's kids?
He's got 3 boys. 20. Good question. 27, 23, and 21.
Wow. So you both had kids young.
Yeah, it's funny. My youngest is the same age as his oldest, just about. My oldest is 34.
Right,
I had them younger than him, but
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. And they don't. Wow. But they didn't go, or did they?
They did not go. No.
So
they could have, but they just didn't. We're gonna do a cruise in the spring with everybody.
Really?
All the kids, but they've all met, and my daughter has come and stayed at the house, and my son and daughter that live there are they come for the holidays and stuff, so they see them.
Wow. You guys using the pinball machine?
We did use
that sounds
and this
fun,
was a
man.
good pinball machine. It was like a Ripley's, believe it or not, but you
Okay.
could literally put a quarter in and play for 40 minutes.
Wow.
Like, it was a commitment. If you put the quarter in, you were going to be there a while. So that was a really good one. And the slot machines, they had a sign over them that said these machines only pay out to the extent, of the capacity of the machine. And one of them could hold 400 quarters and the other could hold 1,000. They were 2 different machines.
All right, I'll take that.
So it said, so please only use small bills when you're putting money in the machine. Don't throw a $100 bill in there because... So my son came. We were all, just like dabbling, throwing some quarters in and having a little bit of fun. And then my son came from Vegas, and first thing he did was put a 20 in. And my other son said, "What are you doing? It's $20 bill." And when 3 spins, and he hit for $50.
Oh, wow.
I know. So then
Jeez.
we had a bag of quarters, and we just left them out. He said, "Everybody use up the quarters." So that's what we did. We played pinball and the slots. My grandson liked the slot machine.
Oh, really? Wow.
His parents are not gamblers, but he did like the noises and the so he's definitely gonna be like his nana.
Yep.
Yeah.
He must have loved the zoo.
He loved the zoo. My kids, they're adults, but they do like kids stuff. They loved it too. They had a really good time. I could take them to Disney World as adults, and they would just love it. And I will do that again. We'll do a trip like that. But
Disney's
we had
great.
a good time.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Good for you. And was it? What was the weather like?
It was. It's interesting. It's chilly at night, which I love.
Yeah.
It could get down into the 40s, 50s at night because you're in the desert,
Yeah, that's nothing.
but during the days it was perfect. It was 70s, high 70s.
Oh, nice.
Interesting though, high 70s, and if you're in the sun, it's kind of brutal. And literally when you walk into the shade, you can feel almost a 10-degree drop immediately.
Wow.
It's a very strange
Yeah.
thing. We were at the Arboretum on a hike, and the paths would go up and down into the rocks, and if you went down just literally 10 feet, my nephew would be ahead and he'd stop and say, "Oh my God, when you get to this spot, feel the difference." And it was an instant 10-degree drop in temperature. Very strange, but in the shade, beautiful.
And that's that's part of the reason, I have so many reasons why I never want to move, but that's part of it. Like because the weather is so different.
Yeah.
In other parts of the country, and in the summer times in Arizona.
Realistically, there from May to October, you're doing what you do here in the dead of the winter, which is basically house to car to wherever you're going inside. You don't spend time outside there in those months. You're well over 100 degrees all the time.
That kind of
heat.
And
in the middle of the night, it gets down to like 95. In the middle of the night.
That would make me nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, no. My son, for a while when he was first there, took a job with a masonry company doing like brickwork and stonework. And they would start at 4 a.m. and they had to be done basically before the sun. They only had like a 4-hour window.
I bet, yeah.
And then that was it. It was 100 degrees and you just can't do it anymore. Crazy.
And I can't stand when people are like, but it's not humid. No, sorry, 100 degrees is 100 degrees.
You know what? And again, I've said this, you just die faster because you don't know, right? The sun, literally, you feel it burning.
Oh.
It's that hot, but yes, you don't have that I can't breathe kind of humidity thing, but then you just don't know. So you don't, you evaporate, you dehydrate much faster, and you have a heat stroke, and not even know it's coming.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
And speaking of heat, it's Thanksgiving weekend. I'm sure we all ate like crazy.
Oh,
I
good.
did something I haven't done in actually a long time. I got the log of the chocolate chip cookie dough, and I baked chocolate chip cookies. When it's done, I cook them nice and soft, and I get them as soon as they come out of the oven when they're gooey and hot. And I haven't had that in a long time.
We do. We have that regular. We always have cookie dough in the house.
Really?
To make fresh cookies, like a couple nights a week, as like a little extra something.
Mm.
I don't make the cookie dough, but we have it, and so I'll cook dinner, and then I'll throw a tray in, so we have them.
So you do it? What?
We have cookie dough.
Right. No, I got that.
Cookie dough pretty regularly at the house because we like that to have a nice little batch of fresh cookies.
Right. Yeah, but did I hear you wrong a second? Didn't you say, well, we don't have them? But,
no, I don't cook I don't make the dough. I just have cookie dough.
Oh, yeah,
in the
right.
house.
But that's still awesome of
It
you
is
that you
awesome.
keep it in the house. That's my point here. I'm trying to compliment you.
I will tell you, Anthony does most of the food shopping.
No, well, actually, Lisa and I go food shopping together.
He does the shopping typically on Fridays. He's off, and he gets what he wants to have for the week, and then I cook it.
Nice.
Yeah, so he likes to have the cookie dough, so we have the cookie dough.
So, all right. So, I mean, it's still awesome because you're making it and you allow this. So that, again...
Yes, once again, it's all about me. I know.
And I say it every week. Every week we find another reason to say that Diane is awesome because you're making cookie dough.
I didn't make it.
God, that's wonderful. What? No, but you're cooking it. Oh, that's where we're having the issue. No, when I say you're making it,
yes,
you're
when I put them in the oven, I do.
Right. That's what I'm talking about, which is great. The fact that you allow it, the fact that you're cooking the dough.
I will tell you though
it's just awesome.
So I know that there are certain nights today is Taco Tuesday, so they want to have tacos every Tuesday.
Yeah.
And so
same in our house. Although I don't
turn
eat it.
to me while we're eating and go, "Oh, can we put some?" And I go like that. They're already in the oven.
Oh,
I know
look at you.
it's already before I heated the shells. The cookies went in. So I just know what's coming. So I just anticipate.
Do you take off the business jacket, like serve it to him in a tank top and stuff? Like, here's your cookies.
Listen, my home. Yes, as a matter of fact.
Do you?
My home outfit all the time is it's a little tank top, little shelf tank top, and my Baby Yoda pajama pants. That's what I wear as soon as I get home.
And she's serving him cookies.
Yes.
Dressed like that. John Rusiello, I think, is having a heart attack right at this second.
It's not lingerie. It's Baby Yoda pajama pants and a tank top.
I didn't hear anything after tank top. I just want you to know. I didn't hear a word. I'm still picturing the tank top serving cookies.
Which is what you would have seen had we Zoomed on Friday.
Oh, next year we're Zooming. I don't give a shit if I don't care if Paul McCartney's sitting in here. I don't care if
Yes,
Yogi
then
Berra
we
is
should
sitting here.
definitely Zoom if Paul McCartney is here. I would hate to miss that. I would hope that if you knew Paul McCartney was coming, you wouldn't let me go away.
Well, maybe
and I would be invited to that podcast.
Well, maybe I'll tell Paul McCartney that he'll be served cookies, in a tank top.
He most certainly would.
And maybe he'll say, "Oh, yeah, I'll be there." I don't know. That was terrible. I'm just having a hard time concentrating. Holy crap! That is Oh my God.
Frank,
I'm
let's
out of
go.
this.
Get it.
I'm out of this.
That is wonderful. And I was going to ask something about it, and I've lost my concentration. But so Anthony, he does this. Oh, so when he does the shopping, he gets what he wants, and you're like, okay,
always
I'll
text
cook
me and
it.
say, "Can you think of anything we need?" And if there's something I know we're out of, I'll say, "Get that." But then, as far as what the meals for the week go, he gets whatever looks good, and he wants to have it.
But I'm sure you're like, oh, can you get me? Or can you get this? Or I would like sometime this week.
If something, if I think to myself, "Oh, gee, I would like to have this week," I'll say, "Make sure
Yeah.
you get
Okay.
whatever." But for the most part, he's, I'm easy as far as the food goes. I just will eat whatever they want to make. But it's good.
Wow. Let's see. So everybody's saying hi to each other. Oh, yeah. Romeo saw Ann. He says, "Morning, sweetie."
Aww.
And Ann says hi to.
Morning, Ann.
Yeah. Good morning, Ann. She says hi to the three of us. Every day is good when I'm watching Tony and speaking to you. He says to Ann. Oh, very nice. Yes, indeed, John. Makes my day.
See, he included you in that, Tony. That was nice.
He did, which I don't know if I want to be included
I think
in
he
his
feels
little...
affection for you. It's sweet.
Nice little hallmark moment right there.
Yeah.
Dear God says he loves cookies. I'm saying Dear God says he loves cookies because the comment is I love cookies.
And his name is Dear God.
Well, that's the thing, but I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Just because the name is Dear God doesn't mean.
So you just said Dear God. Oh God, because you said he.
Yeah, I said Dear God said he loves cookies, but I'm
Or
correcting
she.
myself. Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm correcting myself. Dear God says I love cookies because I have no idea if Dear God is a guy or girl. I don't know if we even know this person. This person has yet to divulge who
Maybe they will
really
reveal one day.
Maybe it's Christmas. Do that for us for Christmas,
they-
Dear God.
Tune in every day of the week now, or for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
That's good.
It is.
You
Oh, it's
have
very good.
A regular fan.
Yep,
That's terrific.
absolutely. Always love building our family here.
That's right.
Mickey Delaney. Hi, sweet, sexy, beautiful Diane.
Wow. Hi, Mickey. How are you?
Who are the bald old men with you?
I got news for you. I'm the oldest one here.
You're older than him?
I am.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You know that.
I did know that. I
You
just
did know
forgot.
that.
I forgot.
Wow. See, but that's why you should take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. You could look like this, or you could look like this.
Nice. Just to me.
No, I went like this.
You did.
Oh,
You
yeah,
went
yeah,
both.
okay.
Or you could look like this, which is not a good thing either. Hershey and the Keys tonight at 9 o'clock.
Yay.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't even realize it. You don't look anywhere near your age, and Frank and I look like we're twice the age we are.
No,
Absolutely.
you don't.
Ann says bald is beautiful. Well,
I
thanks, Ann.
agree.
Really? Yeah.
I agree. I don't know why some hold on to it for, let it go.
Yeah. I'll look at
Let it go.
pictures when it was starting to go, and it looks like there's like 5 hairs. I'm like,
Yeah.
what was I thinking?
Yeah.
You're trying to
Me too.
comb
You
it.
don't need to do it.
And
it's not for us because we
Right.
would by far prefer you not try to
I'm
hold on to it.
thrilled to not have hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Great.
Even when I had hair, you too. We had bad hair.
Yeah, we did.
It kind of grew this way,
Just the way it.
and not.
I've seen photos of you. I mean, it was kind of like curly. Was it curly? Was she like
It was
wavy?
wavy. Very
yeah, it was
wavy.
wavy hair.
Especially in high
I've seen
school.
old high school
Yeah.
photos of you.
Oh, boy.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, very bad. I was watching. I've been going through some old footage. My from high school. My drama club teacher.
Mm-hmm.
We've kept in touch through the years, off and on, but more on than off. But we started emailing about a month ago, probably for the first time in about 2 years.
Okay.
And she had lost. She used to keep a lot of mementos from her years of teaching at Hicksville High School, and she used to videotape all the shows, and then she'll give it out to the students. So she was telling me she lost everything in a flood.
Oh.
She has nothing. So I said, all right. Well, I'll give you what I have. You know, I'll give you copies of what I have. So I've been going through stuff. John's calling.
Oh.
All right, I'll finish my story after we.
Okay.
Are you exhausted at around 12:30 every day? Are you exhausted from working your magic with Diane and Ann?
Are you finished? For the moment you opened up this show, you're breaking Rusiello's chops, and the only thing I'm doing is entertaining the family. We're one big. You gotta have love in your heart. Just because you're jealous and just because you're upset that two lovely women like me, and it's okay. You live with it. When you grow up like me, I'll teach you how to be like me. It's very simple. It's not bad.
Well, right. Being like you is very simple, right?
It's right. It is. Just be nice. You gotta have love in your heart. You gotta have love in your heart, Mr. Walker. Now I'm going to tell you an unbelievable Ripley's Believe It or Not story.
Okay.
I wear your T-shirt that you were so wonderful bringing it down in person. I wear it a lot.
Thank you.
So I'm in Publix, Publix is considered the ShopRite of Florida.
Yes.
I'm sure Diane knows about Publix because So I'm in Publix. And I'm walking through the aisles, doing shopping, and the next thing I know, a guy taps me on the shoulder. He goes, "You know the Governor's Comedy Club?" I said, "I've never been there." So he goes, "What do you mean you've never been there? You got a shirt?" I said, "Well, my friend Tony Walker." "Tony Walker? You know Tony Walker?" I go, "Yeah, I know Tony Walker." So I'm going to call you, but I don't know. I'm not sure about this guy.
Right.
He goes, "I know Tony Walker. I went to high school with Tony Walker."
Uh-oh.
I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Oh, yeah, he went to high school." He goes, "No, he went to Hicksville High School. I know him, and I know his brother." And I said, "Well, I said, let me call him." I said, "He'll love to hear you." He goes, I got to run." He goes, "My wife is there." He goes, and he gave me his name. Of course, I'm old and stupid, and I forgot the guy's name. But
you didn't write it down?
No, where I write it down? Well, I got a pencil and piece of paper. I haven't a pencil and piece of paper since I retired from the police department.
All right, well, you have this thing called a phone where you could type it into your notes app.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not savvy with this stuff. I have no idea.
I can't type in a name. I'm not savvy.
I got the greatest kick about this T-shirt that I'm wearing proudly. The guy turned around and said, "Oh," so I'm looking for my wife. She's in another part of the store. She would have turned around and got his name and stuff like that. Yeah, but I met a guy that lives in Florida. He lives in Boynton Beach, and he went to school with you, and he knows you and Frank, and he also mentioned somebody else. And again, I'm sorry. It was just the split of the moment, and I went about my shopping. So now Dawn comes and she says to me, "Who are you talking to?" I said, "That guy knows Tony Walker." And she goes, "Are you sure?" I said, "Of course he knows. He asked me about governance." So he said he lived in Hicksville. And another guy that lived in Hicksville came down to Paradise and understands that he can't swim in Jones Beach in February, but he could swim in Boynton Beach in February. So,
but what happens when you move down there is you forget details to a story, though. Your mind just goes.
Well, let me tell you. Listen, between chemo brain and everything else, I have no idea. But this guy, he was. I said, "Well, I lived in Patchogue." He goes, "Patchogue." He got pissed off. I lived in Patchogue. He said, "Nassau County is the greatest." And I said, "Yeah, okay. You gonna pay for my groceries or get the fuck out?"
Listen, John, I'm a Suffolk County girl. I'm a Bayshore girl.
Bayshore. Diane.
So.
You know, every time I look at you, I make sure my heart is okay. You know, because it's great. I look forward to seeing you. I'm so happy you had a wonderful little family reunion.
It was so great. It really was.
Good for you. Good for you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Deserve it. You deserve it. And when you're down Lantana, dinner's on me.
It will be soon.
All right?
I promise. I will reach out for sure.
Please do.
Please do. I promise.
All right.
All right.
All right, Frank. Have a wonderful day. What are you laughing at, Walker? I'm on delay here, and you're laughing. I mean, something funny here?
There's so much that I don't even remember what particular part you're watching because there was so much to laugh at.
Well, all right. Well, I'm glad you're. I'm glad I'm the center of your levity today.
And I appreciate that you relay these stories to me about people that we have no idea who they are. I think that's very nice.
I'm wrong. I'm 100% wrong, and I apologize.
You have fans everywhere.
Right.
And he got recognized in a supermarket for wearing your T-shirt.
Right. The only people I meet down here is all retired cops like me. And next thing I know, but the shirt did it. All right. And I said, Tony came down. I told him the whole story. I said, I met the guy. He came down, delivered the shirt to me. He was a great guy.
Did he agree, or was he like, oh, no, I know that guy's a prick?
No, he was saying, that was nice of him and this and that. So he said, but we went to high school together. And he lived in Hicksville. And
what did he look like?
I can tell you what he looked like. He was about 5'10", medium built, full head of hair with glasses.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Bob.
That guy.
Yeah. That guy, yeah.
You just described all of Hicksville.
What can I tell you? So that's the story. All right, Diane, have a wonderful rest of the day.
Thank you.
All right, keep Tony entertained.
We'll do our best.
And Frank entertained. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, John. Well, John, I will not be picking on you tomorrow because Mike will be here, and that's when John and I team up and we just beat the crap out of Mike.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now I want to know who it is.
I have no idea.
I want to know now.
Well, if you're watching or paying attention, and reveal yourself.
Well, that's what's going through my head. Like whoever this is didn't reach out to me and say, "Hey, I bumped into a guy I know that you know."
T-shirt, right.
So I'm thinking this is a guy that doesn't like me.
Not necessarily.
No, I'm being
it may
stupid.
Just be somebody who doesn't have your phone number or.
Well,
doesn't do social media.
He must do social media if this guy knew I was associated with governors.
Must do social media.
But I really, I thought it was a cool story, and it is cool that happened. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over. Oh, who could that have been?
No.
You can't. But no, I do think that was kind of cool.
It is cool.
Cool
for him that he got stopped in the supermarket
because
he was wearing your shirt. That's great.
And my guess is people are like, he's become such a part of this show. He's he's
absolutely.
Part of the cast, if you will. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's become such a huge part of this.
Remember the one day he didn't show up, and we were worried about him.
And how many people were commenting that day? Where's John?
I even reached out to you that night and said,
"That's
have you
right,
heard
you did."
From him? I was worried.
Yes. Well, it was, but I think it was actually 2 days in a row. I think.
Yeah,
that
it was
we didn't hear.
Very strange.
Mario's saying Debbie made the 700 Italian fig cookies. Wow, yeah, I forgot all about those. Yeah. Sorry though, but I'll take a chocolate chip cookie right out of the oven, though. That's my ultimate favorite, especially if it's being served with a tank top. If you want to, Mario says, if you want to come, just bring a glass of milk. Oh, no, you can have the Italian cookie. If Debbie's making chocolate chip cookies, I'll be there, Mario. Now, and then there's Ann, all excited to hear John's voice on the phone call. And take it easy. Now, Ann's version, I guess, would be John serving her chocolate chip cookies. Yeah.
In a tank top?
No. I don't think anybody wants to see that.
No, I wouldn't say that.
He is a very tall, strapping man, that Romeo Rusiello.
Romeo Rusiello.
That's right. See, that just kind of flows right off the tongue, doesn't it?
It's got a flow. I like it. I do.
All right. I wanted to talk to you because you're a big baseball fan like myself.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard like the rumblings, like the latest headlines in the baseball world?
I've not, because I have just not been.
Oh, all right.
news
Yeah,
at all,
you know what?
So
Scratch that for a second. We're not done catching up. How was Thanksgiving?
great.
Okay. I just want to.
It was great.
And
I
what
loved
did you
it.
do
I
for
loved
that?
Thanksgiving. I cooked.
So people came over to you.
Just so Anthony, myself, his 3 boys, his parents, and my daughter, my youngest daughter, and a friend of ours.
Oh, very nice.
Larry. So we had 9 people. Nice,
good.
kind of intimate.
Yeah.
Perfect. It was great.
Watches football.
And I went to see Wicked that night after
The movie.
with my daughter. Yeah,
I
she
heard
wanted
it's
to-
fantastic.
She wanted to see it. We were planning on going sometime next week. We knew we would be going together, and then she called me while I was, in the heat of the cooking, Thursday morning. Hey, you want to go tonight? And I couldn't really commit. I said, I don't know how this day is going to go, and might be exhausted, and I had people coming over, and I said, I have to let you know later. And she said, well, I have to buy the tickets. And I said, well, give me a little while to think about it. And then Anthony said, you should go. You should go. She wants to make a Thanksgiving memory with you. And I said, you're absolutely right. I called her back. I said, get the tickets. So we went.
Nice.
7:15. We came here all the way from North Babylon to Hicksville to the Broadway Mall because she wanted those reclining chairs. She wanted that experience. So we did that.
Good,
and-
because they're closing that theater. So
Yeah,
good thing you got that experience. Yeah, this is January 1st, if I'm not mistaken.
No. So then that was the last. So she wants to go again this week. Take my sister. But it was great. It was.
I heard it's a great
fabulous.
movie, yeah.
Great. Performances were great. No disappointments.
That Ariana Grande, I mean, I'm not a big fan of that music, but she is a talented girl.
She is. And I will tell you, everybody's talking about Cynthia. I can't remember her
the
last
witch?
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, who plays Elphaba.
Right.
Spectacular. Great. But you know what? You kind of expect that from her. She did The Color Purple. So she's done those strong female kind of roles. You expect that performance to be great. Ariana Grande, you don't know what to expect from her, but she played that Glinda part great. I mean, I think it was more of a stretch even, like I said, you expect the performance from the other woman.
Right.
Yeah, great performances in that movie. Great.
She was on, she had that series, before she really exploded. She was on that Nickelodeon show, which the name is escaping me. But I always thought she wasn't even the main character, but I thought she was very funny in it. And I took my daughter to see her once. And, it was your typical pop show, the dancing and the lights and all the craziness. But there was a section in the show where all the dancers leave, half the band leaves. It's just drums, guitar, bass, keyboard, and her. And she did some blues song. I have no idea what this song was, but I mean, she killed it. And I was like, "Oh my God!"
She does.
I'd like to see more of that.
And when I realized how really talented she is musically, and I only see clips because I don't really stay up that late at night. But she's done Jimmy Fallon, and you should look these.
Oh, when
clips
she
up.
does the impressions
She
and
does,
stuff.
yes, like
Yeah.
she'll say, "Sing this song in the style of Mariah
Yes.
Carey or
I've seen her
Christina
do that.
Aguilera."
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yep.
Like she literally can do anybody, and
Yep.
I mean, nail it.
Yep. Yeah, I've
This
seen those
girl
clips. Yeah.
has chops. So
Oh, yeah.
I knew, but but I had never seen her act really like this, and oh my God, she's really
Yeah.
good in this part. And then there's a cameo, Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good. It's just great. I want to see it again. I'm excited.
I mean, it's been years at
and
this
it's only
point.
part 1.
Right.
Which
Right.
I didn't know. I had no
Yeah.
idea. It's just the first act. It's
Right.
2 hours and 40 minutes, and it's just the first
It's
act.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
It is, and it goes like that.
Really?
And it seems like it's going to be long. It is not. It goes like that, and you get to Defying Gravity, and that's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And now we get to wait till next year to see the second half.
Right.
Great.
Wow. I still Idina Menzel. I still think of Travolta every time I hear that girl's name. That was, to me, that's so fun. I crack up every time. And how was your Thanksgiving? We didn't see each other for Thanksgiving.
No,
so.
we didn't.
And
It was good. It was on the quiet side.
Yeah, it was just you and Tammy and some old ladies.
One old lady.
Oh, just one old lady. Where was the other?
With her other daughter.
Oh, with one of Tammy's sisters.
Yes.
Tammy has 2 sisters, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So she was. Oh, she was one of them.
Yeah.
So you just had the one old lady.
We just had a mom. Yep.
So your mom.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Just mine.
Now she's just Frank's mom.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's the thing. I wasn't invited, so I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh.
And how much did she empty all the liquor you guys have in the house?
No. So she barely even took any food.
She what?
She barely even took any food. We tried to give her a bunch of leftovers. She took 1 plate worth, and that was it.
Our mom.
Yes.
Ann Walker.
Yeah.
She barely had any food.
She didn't take very
Right.
many leftovers.
I know,
take
but
home with her.
But what?
Why is that uncharacteristic of
Yes.
She took one.
Speak.
I know, but I'm in shock here. Food and my mother.
One dinner's plate worth of
That's
food
it?
to take on, and that was it. We tried to give her more. She wouldn't take it.
Are you sure it was her?
Yeah, as far as I know.
It wasn't an imposter.
I think I would have said, "Who are you? What'd you do with Ann Walker?" Yeah, she's like if you're at a party, when they start calling up the tables to come get the food, she just gets right up as soon as the food's
She
out.
does not wait for her turn.
No, she just gets right
for
up.
her.
She's more concerned.
I like that.
She's more concerned with time than anything else.
Right,
Yeah.
not having to stand on the line too late. Right, to be
No,
the
I
first
mean
one
just the
up.
time with being with us.
Oh,
She doesn't like
that's
Frank.
Sweet.
No,
Oh, time meaning
Meaning she wanted to spend time with them.
no.
no.
Oh, no. All right, I'm wrong.
She's gonna kill me. She got there at 1 o'clock. She said, I have to go home before it gets dark.
Oh, I see.
I'm like, it's another 3 or 4 hours
Well,
away.
you're in North Babylon and she's in Hicksville, right?
Yes.
Right.
So that's okay. I could understand. My mom would not want to drive home at night at dark.
Yeah, but at 1 o'clock, I'm not concerned with that. It's only 1 o'clock. I have time to worry about that.
I understand. Well, not really. Not on Thanksgiving. 4:30. It's getting dark, and now
Right. That's
and
three.
That's not a lot of
That's
time.
3.5 hours
That's
away.
not a lot of time for Thanksgiving dinner. By the time.
No, granted, but I'm saying I don't need to start looking at my watch or worrying about that at 1 o'clock. Maybe around 3:30. Let me keep track of the time I got to
you're
go
also
soon.
not worried about driving home in the dark. So if that's a real concern for her, then I understand why she would be watching the clock. And I would say, "Don't worry, Mom. I'll drive you home."
And she was
You would have
offered.
picked her up, and
If I'm not mistaken, I believe you did make that offer.
Yes.
Yeah.
She
okay.
wouldn't
Rain or shine.
So she wanted to get out.
Yeah.
She wanted to limit the time, is what really happened. That was the
Because
plan.
there was the threat of the rain, and I said to her, I will come get you if it's easier
Yes.
to get back and
You're
forth.
a good son.
I don't want you to do that. I don't want you going out. I'm like, I can do it. It's okay. And no, my car. And she wasn't sure if her car was working well, so we found out that it was okay.
Okay.
And I'll just drive.
And then she was. So I was with Lisa's family. We went out to dinner, and we had dessert at our house. I'm only 5 minutes away from my mother, so I offered. Well, I wasn't going to do it. I was going to send my son go pick you up, and she said no to that too. So personally, I think it's all a crock, and she just goes out.
Or she just likes to be home in the peace and quiet alone. A certain amount of excitement, and then she's done. Which is more likely, I think.
Well, we have. Do you know about the? You know about the Life 360 app?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have it, and we offer to put her on it. This way, in case anything ever happens.
She was on mine. She turned it off.
Did she?
Yeah.
Because we asked her if you wanted to be on ours, and no, I only go home and work. That's all I
Well,
do.
that's true.
But in between somewhere, if anything ever happens, it's nice
Well,
to know where
she
is.
claimed that she was getting all these constant notifications from the app, so she
Which you can turn off.
Does she have
Right,
an iPhone? Why doesn't she just turn on her notifications? I mean, her location, and then you always know where she is.
We're lucky she knows how to answer the phone.
You can do it for her.
Well,
I took
yeah.
my mom's phone. I went share location, and now I can go on here. I can tell you if she's home. I know exactly where she is.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even think about that. To tell you the
Okay.
truth.
I mean, that's just that's just.
I didn't know she was on yours though.
easy
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, she was on mine. Yeah, she said she was getting so many notifications that she decided to shut it off.
Oh.
Which,
Look,
that's fine.
see, these are all my important people. So my daughter's there, my son is there, my sister's there, my mom's there. They're all home. And it gives you the address where they are. My daughter's sister's at work. Hi, Deb. She's in Babylon.
That was your daughter?
That's my sister.
Oh, that was your. Yeah, let's see her.
We're twins. There's
I
nothing
know.
to see.
Well, there's plenty to see.
She's
trust me.
moving to Florida. Oh, John,
No!
she's moving to Florida.
She's moving
but
to
she's
Florida?
going to Melbourne, which
That's-
is north of him. It's not real. It's not close. But when I go visit her, maybe we'll do a twins. Maybe we'll go. The twins go see John.
John is definitely having a heart attack
There'll
right
be two
now.
of us. Yeah, that would be fun. Look, and there's mom's home. See, Elmwood Road, West Babylon. You always know
For
where
anybody
she
that was
is.
wondering where Mom lives,
The address is.
whoops. You got to bring your sister in here before she goes. When is she
I
leaving?
will. It's gonna be. I would be hard pressed to do that. She's not. You know, she thinks I'm like an exhibitionist. She likes to be private, and I'm more the loudmouth, and you know. So
It's the same with us.
I will
We're
see.
very not alike.
I will see if I could get her to come in.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't know.
Why does she think you're the exhibitionist?
Well, she's just always telling me to be quiet. Anytime we're together, I like if I open my shh, or don't say that, or be less, you know, don't be so loud, or just, I mean, really, I can't really do anything right. No, it's true.
All right, so we'll have a little therapy session.
You know, no, it's okay. She loves me. I've just accepted that that's what that is. It's all right. You know.
Did she sing?
She absolutely can sing, but she won't do it in front of people. Yes.
Who's like? I know you're twins, but who's older? Like who came
I'm
out first?
3 minutes older.
You're 3. All right, so you have the authority here.
Yeah. I don't think so. But yeah.
All right. All right. So I asked you about Thanksgiving, right?
Yes.
And that's what she texted me. Stop! Exclamation point.
I had a feeling.
Calm down. I didn't
Tell
say
him.
anything bad.
Mom, tell him.
I didn't say anything bad.
Yes, you did.
No, I
First of all,
didn't.
you called her an old lady.
Oh, she's used to it. I've been calling her old for 20 years. Oh, longer, probably. She is. She's old.
No, she's not.
All right. So, yeah, I want to talk a little baseball.
Okay.
Big headlines this morning. The president of baseball was doing an interview, and he kind of mentioned quickly, but it's making the headlines, that one of the things that Major League Baseball is working on this winter is a new rule, and it's called the Golden at Bat.
Huh.
Okay? Now, you, the freak that you are, we're not talking about like golden showers or anything like that, so you just calm down.
Stop it.
We're not talking about golden arches or
Stop
anything.
it.
What? I know what you're thinking, you exhibitionist.
Not at all.
The Golden at Bat. So apparently their Major League Baseball is discussing this rule where during a game. All right, see if I can explain this right. So there's 9 people in the lineup, okay? Now let's say Frank's up first, you're second, I bat third, okay?
Third base.
Right. But now during the game, you get one shot at this. You can only do it once per game. Where even though I'm batting third, maybe it's the 7th inning or something, and the ninth batter is due up. You're allowed to grab somebody else,
Someplace else in the lineup.
right? And just for the one time only, let that person bat.
It's like a designated hitter almost, except for you're pulling from the lineup.
Right, but the thing is, even with a designated hitter, you have your spot. You have your position, you have your place in the lineup, and you can't manipulate that. And if you're taken out of the game, you're out for good. Like, to me, this throws in this is a complete curveball right
So
here.
you would be pulled from your position in the batting lineup, but you would still stay in the game in the
No.
position you play.
Yeah, it's a one-time thing. So if
it's
I
just
come
a
to
switch within the lineup for that one time,
but
time, everything else remains the same.
Right.
Nobody's coming out.
right, so if I bat for you in the 3rd inning, say the 4th or 5th inning, you
Sounds
get
fun
to come
me.
back.
I don't have an issue with
Yeah,
that.
you think that's fun?
It would just be a little fun thing, I feel like. I don't really see any reason against it.
I could even come to bat for you. Let's say you're in this batting second slot. I can come to bat for you, maybe make an out or hit a home run. But since I'm 3rd in the order, I can
You
then
get to go up
bat again.
Yes.
I don't know if I like this.
Why?
I just think it's.
I think you're overthinking it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Is it only designated for like whoever's hot that game, or is it one player? Like, is it Pete Alonso every single time kind of
It could
thing?
be whatever you want it
I
to be.
think it's whoever you want it to be.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be your hottest hitter. It doesn't have to be a pitcher.
It
Like
could
it could
be
be
based
anybody.
on a specific situation. I mean, you could have a batter in a particular game who just happens to be on a hot streak
Right.
and is doing well against that particular pitcher.
Right.
And you might want to just pull them out, which that's the difference between that and a designated hitter is you may already have an idea of how that batter is hitting against this pitcher, and or whether they're on a hot streak. People run hot and cold.
Is there one of the batters going, why didn't you pick me to do it this today's game?
Oh well, you know what? They get paid too much money to be babies.
Right.
They need to stop that.
But I'm thinking, like the whole aspect of the game of because it's a thinking man's game, baseball. You have to, if this guy does this, or if this happens, or if this play,
well,
you have to anticipate.
You can say that about any sport.
Well, true.
You're saying that because you're a baseball fan.
Yes.
But
you're also putting in a certain pitcher to face a certain type of batter or a certain batter. Like all right. So let's say I'm coming to bat for you, and they say, okay, so the opposing manager now gets, a certain reliever because I'm the batter. That reliever comes in. Now the manager. What if he decides no? You can replace
I'm
a batter.
There are parameters about what
I would
when you
hope
can
so.
call
Yeah.
Call them up and that's it. One and done. But I think honestly they make rules like this to kind of jazz things up. There are people who are not baseball fans who think baseball is boring.
Right.
And so if you're appealing to the masses and you're trying to draw more people in and add a couple of things that there's always controversy about the pitching clock. And whether they should get timed out but it keeps the game moving. And
I do. I like it.
But you will hear, and I don't mind it either. But you will hear people complain about it because there's always got to be something to complain about.
Right. Yeah, true.
So I just think kind of anything to jazz it up and maybe bring some more people. I mean, obviously, you want to bring fans to the game, right? More and more. You want to fill the ballparks.
Yeah.
You want to. So why not? And that seems like a little thing. It only happens once during the game.
Yeah, but it could be a major game changer.
It could be, which is what makes it fun, I think.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I would be open to see how it goes.
All right.
Wouldn't be against it.
And about the pitch clock, there was one pitcher in the 70s, I think it was, who always had like a lot of, he was always doing something in between pitches, and they would like delaying the game because he's always had little
quirky things he's going to do.
Right. Was it Gaylord Perry?
I don't.
Or was it Yastrzemski? I'm trying to remember.
Yastrzemski wasn't a pitcher.
Oh. Never mind. There was one, I forgot the pitcher who it was, but there was one that had all these quirks, and everybody was just like, get on with it already.
Let's go. Let's go. No, I like that too. There should be a reasonable amount of time in which you got to get the pitches off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Rusiello says Melbourne is a lovely city. Fremder, I like dark meat on my turkey tits. What? Fremder's here. Golden showers bring Mayflowers. I always make headlines during the 7th inning stretch. Gobble my ballpark? What? Oh, ballpark Frank? A hot dog? I don't know. Mickey Delaney. Tony, I would keep this sweet, sexy, beautiful Diane in the lineup. You're not going in for her. You're absolutely right about that, Mickey. You're absolutely right. Yeah,
Switch her out.
No. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mickey. All right, so let's see. Did I have anything else before we get to trivia? I mean, I guess we have a few minutes. Oh, that's the trivia. What did you think of the? So we got to talk a little music since you're here.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading that Roger Daltrey turned 80 this year.
I saw that too.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe how old these people have gotten. What did you think? So I asked Jeff yesterday. Jeff was in here yesterday. Supposed Beatle fan. He didn't even watch the documentary yet. You didn't like it, right?
It was okay. It wasn't great. The only difference that I noticed was the music was mixed better from like concert footage and stuff, which is hard to do, but because they have the digital way of doing it now,
the AI,
they can mix it better. I mean, the other footage of it, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing great. There was the one McCartney thing talking about, I think, getting put down at a British embassy, and they said George was very upset because they were treated badly. And then Paul came on now and was talking about it. He says, we didn't give a flying F about that.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
It was really funny.
So they made a controversy about it. They didn't even care.
Right.
Yeah. Well, but they did show Lennon walking out.
Yeah,
he didn't like it. Yeah.
Because someone cut Ringo's hair while they were walking around and stuff. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was one of the only things in that film that I hadn't seen before. Like everything else was, I'd seen before. I don't know why this was.
That, right?
Yeah. So I was a little bored with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. And speaking of AI, I don't have it here somewhere. Who was it? Somebody just put out. Oh, here it is. Steve Perry. Steve Perry. Okay. He just put out a song, a cover of a Bobby Darin song. Oh.
I love Bobby Darin.
Really?
Yes.
Call Me Irresponsible.
Okay.
You know the song?
I do.
So apparently Steve Perry had I was reading an article about it. He had a weird, he had like not the greatest relationship with his father.
Okay.
So, and I don't know if it was the father's deathbed or he was close to death, but they kind of worked out their issues. And then the father died. And that's the whole story. No.
Next.
So apparently, I don't know if he's had it through the years or if he just discovered it, but he had a cassette recording of his father singing this song.
Oh,
so with the use of AI, they cleaned it up. Steve put his own voice on it, so now it's a duet, and he put it out.
I would like to hear that.
Yeah,
I'm going to Google it.
I wasn't very impressed with it.
You heard it?
Yeah, I heard it. I was, first of all, Perry's voice has not held up, in my opinion. He does not sound good.
I didn't even think he was still singing. I didn't, he was great at the time.
We, years ago on this show, I think it was like 2018 or 19, Steve Perry actually put an album out. And he put, the single from the album, it was awful. The song was called No Erasing. It was terrible. But my co-host at the time, I was making him guess who it was, because Steve Perry had been very inactive for a long time. So I'm playing the song, I'm like, guess who this is?
Nobody could guess.
He couldn't figure it out, and he couldn't even understand what he was saying. He's like, what is he saying? And I knew, because I was playing it. He goes, is he saying we're all racist? And we just had a field day.
Oh, gee.
You remember?
I remember hearing that. Yeah,
we had a field day with that. We just went off and we started singing Journey tunes like if they were racist,
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
I started singing Oh Sherry, the opening line, You Should Have Been Gone. I started singing You Should Have Been White. I mean, we just went off. But they couldn't tell who it was because, he does not sound good.
The same voice.
He doesn't sound good at all. And even, is it this year? I think it was this year. He put out a Christmas album, and he sounds.
So let me ask you: was it terrible because you knew it was Steve Perry? If you didn't know it was Steve Perry, might you have liked it?
No, the songs that he's putting out now, like they're not produced well. There's like all this echo, and like he's trying to go for this like
Cher
Michael
does that a
Bolton.
little too,
Yeah,
I don't like
right.
It. I wish she wouldn't because I think her voice does hold up, and
it's over polished.
Yeah.
It's schlock.
I agree with that.
And,
I don't like the overdone.
Between that, he doesn't sound good.
How's the recording of his father?
It's I mean, you can tell the difference.
Was it cleaned up well or no?
I mean, it's definitely not like a bad cassette,
right?
But it's definitely not the same quality as Steve Perry's current recording.
Gotcha.
You can definitely tell a difference. But the song itself, it's only like 2.5 minutes. It's very quick.
So it might be the song. Well, this is the Bobby Darin song, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's very, I just didn't. I mean, and who knows? With the father, maybe, I don't know, maybe he didn't know it was being recorded. Maybe it was just a family party where somebody thought it'd be funny to record it.
I would imagine that.
But it's just, you don't get like a good feel. It's again, it's schlock. It's like Vegas. You don't get a pure good feel. And then at the end, the song's over, and it's just so cliche. All of a sudden, the song is ending, and then you hear Steve Perry, I love you, Dad. Like, oh, shut up.
Oh, that's sweet. I love that stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah?
I do.
I do love that stuff, but why do I need to put that out for everybody to, I don't know, to me,
like almost like a call for attention instead
Yeah.
of saying what it is. I'll accept that.
All right, you listen to it and let me know.
I'm gonna listen to
you don't have to accept it. If you want to disagree, you disagree.
No. I could understand how sometimes you do stuff for effect. There was no reason to. You do something nice for somebody. You don't have to tell people you did something.
Exactly.
Nice. I
like going down to Florida to give somebody a shirt. I don't tell anybody that.
Or a video.
I didn't video it or anything. Okay.
Or have a theme song being the end of the show.
Point taken. Yeah.
Peter Schwartz is watching. How do I get a Hershey and Keeg shirt? Peter.
Come here right now, and Tony.
I'll give you my shirt.
Yeah.
But Peter, I want you to know, I had to pay for this. I had to pay for this. This was not given to me, Peter. You might get a gifted shirt because I know you and Hirschman are friends. No, I paid for this. So, yeah, don't get too excited. Romeo says, Peter, I love your show. Yeah, Sports Bash today at 1 o'clock. One of his guests, off the top of my head, is Chris Myers, legendary sportscaster. Mm-hmm. That's kind of cool.
Nice.
Ann says, hi, Peter. I caught your show last week. I enjoyed it very much. And then Mickey says he heard Elton John is losing his eyesight. Actually, we were talking about before we went on the air.
Yeah.
He lost his eyesight, but it's only temporary.
Temporary.
It's only temporary. It's only temporary. He had some kind of infection. He's lost his sight. And I don't think it's full either, is it?
From what I heard, what I read this morning is that he lost, I think the left eye is gone.
Okay.
And the right eye is only partial. But they're making it sound like it's permanent.
The article I read said it was an infection and the eyesight will come back.
Okay.
That's the article I read.
I don't know.
Like over the weekend or something. I heard this. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Because they had some kind of an interview with him recently, and he's saying he can't record music right now because he can't read the lyrics.
Tell that to Stevie Wonder, Elton.
Right.
Calm down.
Yeah, but he's had a lifetime to work on that.
To get you right, you compensate.
Right.
Well,
I'm visual, so I have to.
Yeah.
If I'm learning a song I've never heard before, I do need to see.
Oh yeah, me too.
The lyrics, and I see them in my head as songs that I've listened to my whole life. They're just there. They never ever go away.
Right.
You know how it is.
Right.
But I can understand, right? If you're used to the visual, that's hard to compensate for.
And how many times have we read articles, where people, mistook the lyrics or misheard them, right?
All the time.
Right.
And I make it a point, particularly with Elton John, because most of the time you have no idea.
He does not have good
what
diction.
He's saying. He does not, and I think
he's
part
had a lot
of it
of
is on
good
purpose.
diction,
I think part of it's on purpose, and I so sometimes I have to check.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to check. And,
yes. Especially live. He is very bad, and he sings fast. Like he phrases differently live. Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking maybe it's a good thing that he can't record for a while. I mean, he's legendary. He has some wonderful songs. In fact, Elio and I were just talking the other day about it. Mm-hmm. Come Down in Time is just one of the best songs ever by anybody. But now, having said that, he's as genius as he is. I personally think he's got equal amount of crap. He has some really bad stuff, and he's one of those that never stops. There's times he's put out like 4 albums in 1 year. Mm-hmm. Like in fact, Billy Joel has that famous quote where he says, Elton John once came to me and said, "Why don't you make more albums?" Well, I said to him, "Why don't you make less?"
Oh,
that's true. I mean, especially maybe the past 10, 15 years. I mean, we can't name a single Elton John song from the past 10, 15 years.
It's
bad.
For his own creative.
But then don't put it out.
Well,
some of it's really bad.
There may be people who want to hear it, I guess, right? You don't have to buy it. You don't have to.
And I don't.
Okay.
I don't understand that
Don't pick on Elton. Really. It's Elton John.
You're absolutely right. Well, I said, as genius as he is, he's genius.
So
absolutely.
Nobody's.
Why is his latest project about Tammy Faye Baker?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, which already closed, right?
Oh, did it? I don't know.
I think it already closed. It got
Lion
horrible
King was
reviews.
huge, and that was a great thing to be part of. Tammy Faye Baker?
Yeah.
I don't get that at all.
Yeah, they did a live show about her. It was I don't
Was it
know
like
what
a drag show thing?
No, he wrote the music. It's a musical. He wrote,
Is it
he
like
wrote
a
the music
drag
for it.
kind of thing?
I don't know.
No, I think it was a
comedy
regular.
or like a real.
I think it was like a real life story thing.
Yeah,
Wow.
and he wrote the music for it, like he did for Lion King.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it already closed. Like it did
I
that
don't know.
poorly. Yeah, I think I'm not sure if I heard that right, but so yes, Mickey, I think you did hear Elton John is losing his sight. So yeah, all right. So you weren't crazy about the Beatle thing.
No.
All right. Whoa. Romeo says Elton John music sucks. Whoa.
Romeo. Wait, not all of it. That 70s stuff is amazing.
Absolutely. His first few
my
albums,
God.
like 70 to 75, like he could do no wrong. Right. And that one live album, 11, it's just the date. Elton John, 11, 17, 71, whatever.
Right.
One of the best live albums ever.
Just by himself, right?
It's him, bass, and drums.
Okay, right.
It's one of the best live albums ever.
Yeah.
Name your favorite live albums.
Of his? Or
No, of anybody.
Of anybody? Wings of America.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Eagles Live.
Oh,
I like
okay.
that one.
Yeah.
Bee Gees Live. It's a good album.
Oh, that is a good one.
It's a very good one. It's a very good album.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's all pre Saturday Night Fever too, so it's good without that Saturday Night
Those
Fever.
the love song stuff. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
On that album alone, To Love Somebody is done like as a gospel tune.
Right. Yeah.
Totally different arrangement. A really really good arrangement of it. And that drummer just passed away.
Oh, is that right?
A couple weeks ago. Yeah. I wrote to him one time. I talked to him.
Oh, I thought it was the original drummer that died.
Oh, they both did within days of each other.
Oh.
The 60s one and the 70s one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Live albums. What else?
That's like Days of Our Lives. The guy that played Roman died. And then the guy who originally played Roman died just the other day.
Oh, really?
Is that true?
Yeah, I called Mom because she was a big Days of Our Lives fan. She's like, I don't know who you're talking about. I was like, all right, never mind. Why do I remember this and she doesn't?
Yeah, right.
But
trying to think, Frampton Comes Alive, obviously.
I was going to do that.
the versions of those songs on that album are better than the studio
Yeah,
versions.
absolutely.
Yeah, what a great album that is.
There's a couple of them I can't think of them off the top of my head, though. Doobie Brothers has got a couple of good live albums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there's more, but I can't think of them.
You have any...
I don't know. He named everything that came to my mind.
Yeah. Clapton's got a bunch of good ones.
24 Nights is unbelievable.
24 Nights is a great one.
He just put out last year a box set version with, like so much bonus stuff. Oh, it's fantastic.
Chicago's got a couple of live albums. They're good.
Yeah, the Carnegie Hall stuff is
Carnegie
good.
Hall, but even like in some of the recent years too, they put out a couple.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, Chicago now is like...
Even the live albums are the old songs done by these people.
So what?
So
Go back. Well, they just put out live from a concert from 1971. They just released that.
Right.
Fine, release those with the original members. The guys, yeah.
But you know what? The Chicago thing, I'm going to argue that because I've
Let's
seen
argue it.
the new Chicago, in recent years.
Yeah.
Not like the past 2 or 3, but I thought spectacular. I mean, the players are great. I mean, let's face it. I mean, you're not talking about... I mean, really, it's just the front man that... you could switch out most of the others, in my opinion.
Oh, Diane Fogarty McCardle, we're going to fight.
It's okay. They're great. They're great musicians. And we know that 9 times out of 10, the studio musicians on any album are better than the star musician.
Right.
And the star musicians...
9 times out of 10. And
yes.
those are the guys that are in that band now. Those are guys that weren't going to be front people, that weren't in the original band. They are great musicians, and we know that they're better. We know that they're better across the board almost every time.
Go ahead. I have a lot to say to that.
Including
but go
backup
ahead.
singers are better typically than the star singer.
Absolutely. Yes.
Of the original lineup of Chicago?
Yes.
Cetera can't do it anymore.
Oh, he's terrible now.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
So that's another thing. I mean, the guys, the original guys, if they were still in there, it's great to see.
They wouldn't be good.
They couldn't do it.
No way. I'm telling you.
But I fine. You go to see the show and you love the songs and you have a great time. Absolutely. But the energy is not the same.
I disagree.
Chicago's a perfect example. Take a live album from the original lineup, play it back to back with a current thing, and you can't even.
We're not
there's
talking
no
about
comparison.
an album. We're talking about a live performance. And I would argue the live performances, for me, may even be better.
But
because those musicians that are on the stage now are so excited to be playing this music that was iconic to them. Right. Frank can tell you how he would feel with an opportunity to get on a stage, and he's actually done it before. Get on a stage and play music of someone who he idolized, and the energy is huge. You get that, and you see it, and you feel it. You feel the gratitude, the excitement, the energy.
But we're not. The original question was live albums.
You did say, but then you did ask about live performances, and you said, "You're right."
I said live performances because he said recent recordings of live shows, and I'm like, no.
Understood.
That's right.
Okay. All right. I apologize. Sure.
If so, we're talking in all seriousness. Live albums. If I'm going to sit home and listen to a live album by the current Chicago, and then I play something from 1971, there's no comparison.
I don't listen to a live album. I don't listen. Listen to it.
No, I love live albums.
I do too.
And the Terry Kath, the original guitar player, who Jimi Hendrix said this guy was his favorite guitar player.
Wow.
This guy was unbelievable. He was like the main guy in that band. It all worked around him. He was later on.
He was looking to get
later on. That was a few years later.
Right.
In the late 60s, early 70s, that band revolved around him. And it was exciting. This is the guy that plays, if you listen even to the studio, the hit 2564. Right. That guitar solo is unbelievable.
Oh, I know it is.
It's him.
Yeah.
And that guy wails on everything.
Yeah.
So you can't, there's nothing like that. So I don't want to hear these guys. Now, I don't know who they are. They didn't write these songs. It's a tribute band.
Well, this member's still in there.
3 out of 10?
The writers. The writers are still in there.
Well, all right, but not Terry Kath. He wrote some.
He didn't write a lot. He wrote some, but not the ones you know more than anybody else.
And Cetera wasn't a big writer in that band either?
Not a lot, no. Baby What a Big Surprise was his.
He sucks anyway.
He co-wrote some of the David Foster stuff. But no, the majority of it. And the majority of stuff that Cetera sang early on was written by Lamb.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's still there.
He's still there.
Yeah, all right. But...
Also... I want you guys down at some point to watch. I was talking about this before. You have to watch Yacht Rock. It's a brand new thing on HBO about the Michael McDonald, Kenny Loggins years of music.
Yes.
I watched it the other day. I want you guys to watch it so we can talk about it.
Okay.
It's on
HBO.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. It does look good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hate the term.
I know, me too.
And I'm not even a big fan of a lot of that music.
I think it's fun. It's okay.
I'm not like Christopher Cross. I'm not even that big of a Kenny Loggins fan. I mean. Like, I know his hits, and I like some of his hits, but...
But I want you to see the movie, and then we'll talk about it, because you might think differently about some of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Michael McDonald.
That's the assignment.
All right.
This week.
We have
so
homework.
We can talk about it next week.
You met Michael McDonald, didn't you?
I did, quickly, yes, one time.
Did he tell you a joke?
No.
Apparently, he's a big joke teller. Like, he knows, all sorts of jokes.
No, he was very quiet. He played at, it's not there anymore, but it was the downtown in Farmington.
Oh, sure, yeah.
With like a 5-piece band.
I went there closing night. The night
you?
they closed.
Oh, really?
It was Colin
Hay?
Colin Hay.
I was there.
We might have been there together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I saw Kenny Aronoff there do a drum clinic.
Really?
Yeah, and it was amazing.
I saw Peter Tork there one time, Dave Mason there one time.
Oh, wow.
But Michael McDonald was great.
Yeah.
And he actually says, I don't do these that often. I like this vibe. I like this atmosphere.
Yeah, like an intimate bar.
I went with Kenny Forgione was there. We went and we met him after the show right by his tour bus out back. Mm-hmm. And quick picture. I got a picture in my phone somewhere. Very nice guy, but very quiet. Didn't really have a lot to say.
I on YouTube, just the other day, I came across a Steely Dan concert from 1974. Now, I knew Michael McDonald had worked with Steely Dan a lot in those early days, but he's in the band for this show, which I didn't know he played live with them.
Oh, wow.
I thought he just did some session work for them.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And it's from the early years.
It's from 1974.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But I said to Tony, I won't say it on there, but at the end of the Yacht Rock movie, they were trying to get Donald Fagen from Steely Dan to be in this movie. And they can't get him. They played a phone recording of them trying to ask him, and you have to hear what he says in response.
Okay.
It's very, very funny.
Mickey Delaney is mad at Romeo for criticizing Elton John. And Vicky says, yes, Diane, you have permission to call Tony a dick. She doesn't need your permission, Vicky.
Where's the camera?
Oh, wow, look at you. That's cool.
Your camera is that
either
way.
one. Just
Yeah, but move it. Come this way. Yep, a little bit more.
Little
bit more.
more.
That's
there
it.
You go.
That's it. Look, and you had hair.
Yes.
And so did Michael McDonald. What year is that? Do you remember?
2005, I think.
So it was almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's getting late. We got Tuesday trivia to get
Tuesday
moving
trivia.
on. All right. Here we go. Question number 1. Please put your comments. Answer the questions in your in the feed here, the comment feed on the YouTube feed, the comment thread on the YouTube feed. Okay. Question number 1. I went a little harder this week on some of these.
Uh-oh.
This character made a theatrical film appearance in a live-action adaptation released by Universal Pictures in 1995. This character was an animated character that was in a live-action film in 1995, becoming the first ever computer-generated character to star in a film. Name the character. Somebody we all know.
Yes. Read it one more time because
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. So,
Go ahead.
so basically, it was a movie.
I know.
A live-action movie.
Yes.
Came out in 1995.
Yes. I
And
think I know the answer. I just want to make sure.
And there a character that was in the movie, but was a computer generator animated.
It was a well-known character.
Yes.
Bugs Bunny, Space Jam.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Sounds
what I
right.
think it is. I wanted to see if it was a character because I know I was.
But it
thinking
wasn't just Bugs Bunny. It was all of them, wasn't it?
what he's asking specifically.
Yeah.
So that would be the one.
So you're agreeing?
I'll agree.
Okay.
Because I was started to think Roger Rabbit, but that wasn't. Yeah.
That wasn't computer generated, right?
Right.
All right, we just celebrated Thanksgiving a few days ago. In Canada, they celebrate Thanksgiving also, but on a different day. What day? Like, give me the actual. Yeah, like when do they celebrate Thanksgiving?
For some reason, I think, and I could be completely wrong, but for some reason, it's coming to me December 26th.
Okay.
So they're looking for a date.
Yeah, when do they celebrate it in Canada? It's not like here. It's not always the same day. We have it every third Thursday of November.
Oh, it's a different date.
So they do it the same way, but when?
So then December 26th is wrong because it's not a date.
Yes, you got me. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm guessing sometime this summer, but I don't know the exact date.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna change my answer.
That's fine. You can do that.
I'm gonna say Thanksgiving Day is October 1st.
Fremder is claiming.
Oh, it's wrong again. What am I doing?
Oh, that's right. You gave me another date, and I'm sitting here writing it. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Forget it. Just forget it. I pass on that one. I can't get it out.
Fremder says the first animated character in a live-action movie was when Dick Van Dyke danced with the penguins in Mary Poppins. I don't think that's correct.
Not computer generated.
Well, no, not. I think he's just talking about animation.
No, but you know what? And that could be, but they're not well-known characters.
I don't
talking
know.
about
Well, true.
characters.
But I think Jerry. What was that movie where he danced with Gene Kelly?
Gene Kelly, right? That's
Yeah,
true.
Anchors
I was
Away.
thinking either that. I was thinking that.
Is that
or-
what it's called? Anchors Away?
Yeah.
I was trying to remember when Song of the South came out.
I don't know what that is.
That's zippity doo dah, zippity.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think that's later.
Yeah.
I think that's in the 60s.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, the Gene Kelly thing might be right as far as animated characters.
Yeah, I don't know what year that was. Though.
Yeah.
Okay. Music question. Name the only Creedence Clearwater Revival song to reach the top 40 that was not written by John Fogerty.
But was it sung by him?
Just says not written.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. I actually knew this. Or I guessed it correctly, I should say.
And it was number one?
No, it reached the top 40.
Top 40.
But it was the only song of theirs to reach the top 40 that John Fogerty did not write. And when I tell you, you're going to be like, oh,
Fortunate
yeah.
Son.
Okay, that should, all right.
I don't know. I don't honestly don't know the answer. So
I don't either. There's one I can't remember the title to.
Sing it.
I can't think of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm past.
Question number 4. Why can't a bicycle stand up by itself?
Is that like a dad joke question, or is it just...
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I don't know. You gotta think dad jokes.
Yeah, if something comes to me, I'll...
This is a very hard question. Who was the youngest ever pilot in World War II? Somebody we all know. The youngest pilot ever in World War II.
Somebody we all know?
Well, not personally, but somebody, a name that everybody knows.
You know what? I know who was a pilot in World War II, and I know he was very, very young. I'm going to say Jimmy Stewart.
Okay.
But I mean, I think he was really young.
Is he known for being a pilot, or is it something like Jimmy Stewart?
He is not known for being a pilot. You never guess.
Because I'm going to be way off.
All right, here's a multiple choice question. According to a recent survey, what percentage of women never wear underwear? 4%, 13%, 31%, 47%.
Never wear underwear. See, when you say that word never...
Yes.
What are the percents again? It's going to be low.
4, 13, 31, 47.
13.
Okay.
I still think that's high, honestly, because it's never.
Name 4 actors who played and or voiced the Penguin.
You want to go first?
No, you go first.
Burgess Meredith.
That was okay.
Danny DeVito. Colin Farrell, is that the new one?
Oh, yeah.
And or voiced. No, Mark Hamill was Joker. He wasn't Penguin. Who am I missing? I'm missing one. Oh, no. Never mind. No, I can't think of the fourth one.
Okay.
I don't know either.
No, you don't? No? Okay. This is another one you should know. What is the name of Dick Dastardly's canine sidekick?
There were 2 names. Muttley and Mumbly.
I'll go with that. Sounds like he has conviction.
The Muttley was the more popular one.
And which one was first?
Probably Mumbly.
Why did they change it?
Because Muttley's a better name.
I never heard that. Okay, I don't remember that. All right, question number 9. What is the definition of the word wanderlust? WANDERLUST.
Wanderlust. Someone who doesn't stay in one place very long, right?
I know
or doesn't want to stay in one place very long.
It's a McCartney song. I know that.
Yeah, true. A good one.
I don't know. I'm going to go with that.
Okay. Last question. Another multiple choice.
That's 10 already?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Another multiple choice. Statistics show that approximately 1 in every how many Americans has indulged in sex with a colleague at work? 1 out of every 1, 1 out of every 5, 1 out of every 8, 1 out of every 13.
1 out of 5.
Well, you jumped right on that.
Well, because one out of 1, it means everybody. So the next one, I think it's a lot.
Are you taking a stab at this one?
I would have said 1 out of 3 if I was just picking a number.
No, I'm going to pass 2.
All right, let's see. Let's see, where are we? All right. Peter's thanking everybody for saying they like his show. Okay. All right. The first live-action film with an animated character that was computer-generated Diane said Bugs from Space Jam. Frank agreed. Vicky also says Bugs Bunny. That is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Dear God got the correct answer. Casper.
Really?
Yep, Casper.
Okay.
When is Thanksgiving celebrated in Canada?
Casper in what movie?
Casper.
Oh, the cat. Oh, okay. All right.
Yep, the wonderful ghost.
Okay.
What is?
You know there was okay.
Yeah, there was a Casper movie. Yeah, I would have thought it was Space Jam too.
Yeah.
When is Thanksgiving celebrated in Canada? Frank says in the summer. Diane had a bunch of dates.
I kept doing it wrong. I was doing it wrong.
Fremda says National Bacon Day. Vicky says it's the same day as our Columbus Day. John Romeo says
second Monday in October.
Yeah. Romeo says October 13th. Mickey says October 20th. Dear God said October 14th. So yeah, then Romeo corrected himself and said yes, the second Monday in October.
Second Monday in October.
And Anne says October 13th. So yeah, you guys
falls
are
on different dates, but it's always the second Monday in October.
That is the correct answer, right? So you were close. You had October, so you get credit.
Not really.
Yeah, sure you do. Let's go with it. The only CCR song to reach the top 40 that was not written by John Fogerty. Diane said "Fortunate Son." Vicky says, "Have you ever seen the rain?" That is incorrect. "Fortunate Son" is incorrect. Green River says Romeo. That is also incorrect. Dear God again has gotten the correct answer. Susie Q.
Don't even know what that is.
Oh, Susie Q. See, that's why he sings. I don't. You don't know that song?
No.
Really? It was a pop. I don't know if their song will reach top 40, but it was a cover. That. Okay. Wow.
Right.
You don't know Susie Q. I'm surprised.
Who wrote it?
If I hear it.
I don't know who wrote it. That wasn't the question. Why can't a bicycle stand up for itself? Mickey says no kickstand. Fremder, oh boy. I don't know the answer to the bicycle question, but I can tell you that the bicycle seat was not invented by a man. Vicky says I'm not a dad, so I don't know the joke.
No feet?
What's that?
It has no feet.
Well, true, has no feet. Mickey Delaney and Romeo got the correct answer. A bicycle cannot stand up by itself because it's too tired.
Oh, okay. That's cute. That's cute. I have a joke.
Oh.
What is... Because I'm a terrible joke teller, so I can't tell long jokes. This
I
is a
doubt
short
it.
joke.
Okay.
Short joke. Thanksgiving joke. What does an Italian turkey say?
I don't know.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Nice.
That's all I could remember. I remembered it, and I told it to my Italian father-in-law. So there you go.
And what did he say?
He liked it. He thought it was funny.
Who was the youngest ever pilot in World War II? You said Jimmy Stewart. You said nobody. Fremder says Buzz Lightyear. Dear God says Thomas Dobney? I have no idea who that is. Fremder says Captain America. What? Vicky says Audio Murphy? Oh, is that? Oh, that might be to the next. No, I don't know what she's talking about. The youngest pilot ever in World War II, George Bush.
Wow, senior.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, what a great
Yeah.
piece of information.
Yeah.
know that.
Thought that was kind of cool. According to a survey, what percentage of women never wear underwear? 4, 13, 31, 47. Diane and Frank both said 13. Vicky says 4. Mickey says 47. Dear God says 31.
I really agree. It should be 4. It should be 0, but I'm just.
Ann says 31. Romeo says 13. Yeah, it's 4. It's only
Okay,
4.
I can live with that. If you said it was higher than 13, I was going to say no way. I
You
don't
wouldn't believe it?
Bad information. No way. Impossible.
Do you ask a lot of women?
No, but I just cannot imagine
I can.
wearing. No, listen, I can imagine not wearing it, but it says never.
Well, right.
Right?
Yes.
Never. You're wearing a pair of jeans. You need a pair of
I would think that would hurt.
It just would not be comfortable. Why would you do that to yourself?
Have you ever done
If
that?
if you're wearing a dress that you want it to look, then I can understand. But yeah, no.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Name 4 actors who voiced or acted in as the Penguin. You said Burgess Meredith, Danny DeVito, and Colin Farrell. Thank you. Those are all correct, but that's not 4.
Right.
Vicky, Danny DeVito, Colin Farrell, Burgess Meredith. Oh, okay. Oh, dear God. The percentage of women that don't wear underwear needs to be increased, says says Fremder. All right. Dear God brought up one name that you guys didn't get. Ted Knight. Ted Knight, voice of Penguin.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Wayne Knight, also voice of Penguin in one of the animated films. Tom Kenny, who's better known as SpongeBob. Some of these names I don't know. Robin Lord Taylor, I don't know who that is. Oh, that's from Gotham. Okay. Sorry, I didn't even realize each movie, it's all listed here. Colin Farrell, the series, but also in The Batman. Danny DeVito in Batman Returns. Robin Lord Taylor in Gotham. Burgess Meredith in the TV show. Wayne Knight did it in the Harley Quinn. Tom Kenny did it in the Batman Ninja, was the name of the... But now, Batman, the animated series, guess who was voice of Penguin? Paul Williams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had no idea.
That's cool.
Nikki Botelho from Batman Returns. I have no idea. Maybe would that be the baby? I don't know what. Ted Knight did it in the new Scooby-Doo movies. Stephen Root, Batman the Brave and the Bold. Dana Snyder from DC Super Friends. Brian George, voice Penguin in Merry Little Batman. John Hodgman in movie 43. Cho, that's all it says in Batman Ninja. William Salyers, Batman the Doom That Came to Gotham. Alexander Polinsky in something called DC Superhero Girls. Tom Reddy in Batman Most Wanted. Batman Most Wanted. Chris Clark. Okay, there you go. All right.
Wow.
What is the name of Dick Dastardly's canine sidekick? You got it.
Muttley Mumbly.
And Dear God got it. And Vicky got it. Ann Rothney says all she remembers is Burgess Meredith. Romeo also mentioned Ted Knight. And then Fremder says the voice of Penguin was Mo, Larry, Curly, and Shemp. Okay. So Wanderlust. The definition of the word wanderlust. Diane said doesn't like to stay in one place. Dear God says to be a traveler. Vicky says the desire to live. Romeo says loves to travel. So I guess it's all in the same thing. Don't want to stay in one place, like to travel. So, because that's what I have. A strong desire to travel.
Strong desire.
But you
to
get the
travel.
credit too.
Right. Yes.
That's what I said.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. All right.
Just didn't...
Okay, let's see. All right, so the last question, and then I didn't realize how late we were. Okay. I got to get out of here for Peter. Statistics show that approximately 1 in every how many Americans has indulged with sex with a colleague at work? Is it 1 out of every 1, 1 out of every 5, 1 out of every 8, 1 out of every 13? Diane said 5. Vicky said 8. Dear God said 8. Mickey says 13.
They're all low numbers, really.
Romeo says 13. Ann says 1 out of 3. I like the way Ann she's had some fun at work. Fremder says, I don't know what the sex question is, but I love tits. The answer is 5. The answer is 5.
Thank you.
Very nice. All right, we got to get out of here. You got anything? You singing? Nothing?
No. I got some time off.
Get Dave Soul on the phone. Find out what's going on.
Good. I'm gonna go to the city one night.
Yeah?
I mean, I'll have to figure it out. I have a lot. It's December now, so there's a lot to do.
Well, that's very true.
A lot to do.
Very true. All right, but we have an assignment for next week.
Okay.
Does this mean you're coming back next Tuesday then to talk about this?
I have to look. I think so.
All right. Very cool. All right, we got to get out of here real quick. Akash Singh is playing the club tomorrow night. Anthony Rodea is here all weekend. Chris Frangiola is playing one of the other clubs. Chris Murphy is out at McGuire's. Don't forget December 13th, I'll be in the Giggle Room with Mike Pacchetti and Mark Riccadonna and Don Jameson. We've made some changes. I'm actually going to host that one. So Mike Pacchetti will do a full set. That'll be fun. Don't forget December 21st, Knockem Dead Comedy performing a murder mystery at McGuire's. December 27th, David Clark performing his Billy Joel Elton John show at Westbury. David Clark he's either coming in or Zooming sometime the week before that. So that'll be fun. January 24th, I'll be in the Giggle Room again, hosting again for another show with the guys from Coffee with the Dog. And go to Elio's website. He just announced tour dates for next year. Go ahead.
Quick plug tonight.
Yep.
Any Harry Chapin fans? Landmark at Main Street Theater in Port Washington, 7:30 tonight. Called Wild About Harry. It's a tribute concert to Harry Chapin, celebrating his birthday. I'm one of the performers, and come on in.
Hey.
How many songs you doing?
3.
Oh, nice. Yep. Very nice. And it's also streaming.
Yes, streaming on YouTube and Facebook.
So go see Frank play. He doesn't really play out anymore, so go see him. Okay. Sports Bash at 1 o'clock. Steve Beery at 7. Hershey and the Keegs at 9 with special guest Billy Mira. He's great. Yeah, Billy's great. You know Billy?
No, I'm personally no.
Oh, okay. Was that a weird question? Like,
No. I mean, I think I know who that is. But
are you thinking of Billy Vera?
Oh, Billy Vera.
We actually had him on the show once.
Oh.
We had Billy Vera on the show.
Sorry.
No, Billy Mira's
I'm sure
somebody
Billy
else.
Mira is great.
He is great.
I'm excited. Personally, I'm going to tune in.
You should, because it'll be fun.
I'm going to.
There you go. Billy Mira is performing at McGuire soon. He sings. That's his
great.
show. Him and Sal Governale from Howard Stern. They have a great holiday show together. They do a lot of singing and dancing. They joke around with the audience. It's a great show. All right, we got to get out of here. So we'll see you tomorrow. Me and Mike. Who knows what Mike's complaining about this week? That cranky son of a bitch. All right, we'll see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.
Bye,
Stay
everybody.
warm. Whoops, I just got rid of the graphic. Okay. We'll see you guys next week.
Yes.
We'll see you Thursday, right?
Yes, Thursday.
With
Joanne
Joanne.
Monte.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, you can join us if you want.
Maybe I'll call in.
All right, cool.
Whatever.
Okay, bye.
You have to answer, though. If I call your cell, you see, don't have who it is in there, so you know who it is.
Oh, that's true.